is it just showed up. Appreciate that. So if y'all could please welcome my next guest, CEO Diesel. You could hop in the box for me there, bro. Right, exactly. Yeah, y'all came in, like I said, y'all came in deep. Right, right. That's it. All right, here we go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just father. What going on, y'all?
What's going on, Diesel?
What up? What up?
Man,
And
I'm
I ain't got
chilling.
nobody blocked. I clear my block list every day.
Yeah,
Somebody said I
I
ain't gonna
actually had
block them.
someone come in and they came in on another page. Like, can you go through your block list and unblock some people? So I literally had to go through like there's a lot of BS on
Hey,
there, and then there's some that just
I ain't got nobody blocked. Tink tink. Well, yeah. Let me go
let me
fade
fade
you
you
then.
then.
I ain't got nobody fight. I ain't got nobody blocked. Not yet. Not today. What's going
Right.
on, Godfather? Man, it's a honor and a privilege to be here. This dope,
Definitely an art
man. I don't
ahead.
wa- I don't I don't, wa- I don't watch you progress too, man. So that's it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
That's
I can remember. I remember when you first started on. God, how long has it been now? Seems like it's been forever.
shit going on almost 10 months, man. Almost a year. It was
Awesome.
crazy, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot of changes. A
Right.
lot of things have happened. Um, I never saw something like this coming. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, would I be doing this? I would have laughed in your face. So I probably would have, of
Yeah,
course, laughed you.
I didn't plan on becoming a streamer either. Ooh, tink tink. Yeah, that wasn't my goal.
Right.
That wasn't my goal initially. So we got some
So,
questions. We got some questions.
oh yeah. So that kind of goes right into the first question. What was the original reason you joined Tag?
Marketing.
Okay.
I'm a business major and I'm an entrepreneur, so I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna utilize the platform for business purposes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a truck, and initially I started off as I'm a truck driver, so I started off over the road, and I was bored, and it was just a way for me to network, and then just end up being good at the shit. Like, cause I didn't, man, I didn't even want no badge, bro. Cause like you have like once you get the badge, and all the people with the badges know when you get it, like they done put the rings on here, but like they be like, oh, I don't deal with badges, but I'm just a regular person. I call myself a Section 8 badge. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like whatever perception they have about badges, that ain't me. I'm a person, shit.
Right.
Just like you. I just, I love what I do.
And admittedly, at one point, I was one of those people that did not like going to because I had a bad experience with the top badge over a year ago, and it just
Yeah.
turned me off to like, it automatically just made me like, okay, they must all be like this.
But
And
tag
I'm
kind of
a
like life at some points. Like you won't learn until you get those bad experiences. Like you won't learn what to do and what not to do until you learn those experiences from other people or you see other people doing stuff. Like even when I decided that I actually wanted a badge,
Mhm.
like I studied other streamers. You know what I'm saying? I watched other people how they move, how they stream. Like Pillow was the first person to ever give me a carpet, and a guy named Gift God. Gift
Mhm.
God, like, they threw me a carpet in my life. What's up, Coco? So like, those are the first people. And like when you new to streaming and like you first start out, like everything excites you. Like
Right.
they be like, oh shit, they threw 12 love bears. Like so it gets to a point where you don't want to not be appreciative of like the people tuning into your stream because that's what keep your
Right.
stream going. So like
Right.
if I whether I throw you a jet or a duck, I want you to be excited because I ain't have to give
Right.
you my shit. So I feel the same way when people come into my broadcast. I want to be appreciative because like a lot of people don't teach in their stream. So you got to understand, even though you're used to tag, a lot of other people are new to tag. So they just
Right.
not learning. So you don't want to start them off with a bad experience or give them a bad taste about top badges. Like we all done had like, oh shit,
Right.
I don't deal with top badges. Or like
Well,
you'll have people come into your live and they'll be like, oh well, you're not like the others. Or you know what I'm
right.
saying? Well, I really don't deal with badges, but you cool.
Right. And I
Right.
get that a
And
lot
I
too.
get that a lot too.
So, where people are like, well, you're not like, there was instance, I don't remember that. Well, I don't remember it now, but yeah. So, because I'm the same person. So if you were to meet me off of here, like we'd cut this camera off and you live down the street and say, hey, let's go and get a drink. You're literally gonna get the pretty much the same person. That's it. So, um, but so I guess yeah, kind of almost already answered this question somewhat. So, what do you think makes you different from other streamers?
I mean, I can't say that I'm different than other streamers. I just feel like it's my energy. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like the energy that I give off. Like when I have days that I don't want to go live. Normally I don't, due to the fact that it's not gonna be the energy. Like the people that come to see
Right,
me, they can tell when something wrong. Cause like a lot of the time when you stream behind this camera, you can't tell what's going on in other people's lives. So like
right.
the reason why I became a streamer is like I had a lady that on my board that gave me a drag, but
Hmm.
she didn't swipe, she didn't go live, she watched videos. And then she just told me that, you know what I'm saying, that I made a difference in her life. Like she come to my stream to laugh. Like I do crazy shit in my life. People that been in my life, they understand. Like
Uh,
I got some characters that I do. I got Brad and different little skits that I do. Like, I do like I do full skits like with costumes and everything. I done did fashion shows. And I always try to be innovative. I try to be innovative in it. Because the thing with content creation is that once you do something or you play a game on your live, it's
mhm.
open to everybody. So you
Right,
want to be the first to do it or the best to do it when you're doing it in your stream. So a lot of times when I talk to new streamers, I just tell them to be them. Like I mean, cause it's easy to get wrapped up in the tag politics, the tag streets. You
right,
start joining gangs, and even with that, man, like I only ever been in my own family, and that was due to a situation with another family. You know, and it's like a line was drawn in the sand, so you had to make a choice on who you wanted to deal with, and I didn't want to do that. So but
mhm.
I respect everybody on how they feel about how they operate their organization.
Right, exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I've had my experience as well. I have nothing but respect for any of the ones that I've been part of because that's part of the reason why I got to where I'm at. With their support. But yeah, so yeah, so certain people operate different ways. Hey, like you said, that's your organization. You operate the way you want.
yeah, because I
So
mean, even with this, like, it's crazy how much similarity it has to real life. Because I mean, people get clicked up, and you don't deal with other people due to the tags or like the families that they in, and then you realize that they actually cool people that that you can
right,
deal with. Now, I mean, sometimes the shit be true, but not always. Not
right,
always.
exactly. Like yeah, they were exactly right. Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you got to learn from your own experiences. Like, cause just because I don't deal with you doesn't mean that somebody that I deal with shouldn't deal with you. You
Right,
get what I'm saying? Cause our relationships may differ, or the way that I disagree with you maybe not be the type of relationship or vibe that they get from you. So
right,
like, why ruin somebody else's blessings or some other situation that they could have got into with somebody just by putting your negative input or how your negative situation affected you? Don't place that on them.
right. Exactly. I mean, because
Yeah,
um, with the changes when this came along and stuff like that, I started kind of venturing outside of
yeah,
what the
out of war.
opinions that I was listening to before, and I was like, oh, well, this person is kind of like I like this person, so it's good to kind of like go out and see. And I would definitely tell anybody go someplace where you're just not really like. Some people kind of go to where they feel comfortable. Go someplace that you
True.
might feel a little that you probably wouldn't have gone before. Go way down on the training board. I've done that before. Just keep scanning down and check them out and see how they are because there's a lot of great people down there as well.
Right.
Um, so, what is your viewers' favorite game during your support challenges?
Jet ball. Jetball is their favorite game.
So how does that work? What's the
Basically, you see, like everybody got the boards with
Mhm.
like the envelopes.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. It came from one of my games, and then
Okay.
like Pillow started it, and then Chase started it. But like that's like it. Mine's not on the board. I use a lot of digital stuff. I use digital wheels and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's just an app on the phone. It's 12 numbers, diamond entries, and it's just a simple game. Right?
Okay.
It's a simple game,
Because I don't remember
and
seeing the flyer before. I think I remember when you first started doing it, I remember seeing your flyer that you had on as your profile picture.
yeah,
So.
that man, that was one of my major things that I did to get my name out there.
Mhm.
Other than spending hella money on tag, cause like when I first got on there, I was a full time truck driver. So
Mhm.
like it wasn't mattering to me because I had the money to do it. Like so a lot of times, people they live outside their means on the app. That's why we have negative diamonds and all this other stuff. So like, but I was balling at the time. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was loading up $600-700 a week on tag. But it was
Oh
to
wow.
build a platform. So I looked at it more so of as an investment, like to get
Right.
to a certain position. Like, and a lot of people put time in. People be like, oh, they bought their bags. But you got to understand that you got to have the money to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to sacrifice to do that because you taking out. But people that want to get to that position, they'll sacrifice what they want to do to get there.
Right.
So I mean, if money is a factor, and that's something that you got to do, then you need to put it in there. If you're serious about it. Oh,
Somebody flowing
excuse
out.
me, my ting ting. But yeah, but I used to do profile pictures, and that's like one of my main things. So
Uh-huh.
that was a way that I learned to generate diamonds on the app. I would do profile pictures for people, and then I would go from there. And I called it Crystal Castle Creation. So, and I see a lot of people doing it now.
Gotcha. I actually
So
have a friend of
it's
mine. Yeah, a friend of mine from back home does all of mine now. I did it at first, and then I asked her to do it one time, and I was like, "Oh well, you got this. I'm done with the profile pics because it was like just an added, and does really well. And she hasn't done like minutes. So
it's fun to see the progress though from when you started, and then you'll see somebody that's like you that's just now getting started and the things that they doing, and you like, damn, I used to do that.
right,
Like like that's how I started. Like that's a good start.
yeah, because I started
Cause
out
I mean,
on here
I
as a
got
big gifter.
like when I look at my like when I if I look at my gallery right here, these are
Mhm.
all tag profile
Oh yeah,
pictures. Oh yeah. I done did Rachel. I done did hella people on there.
dang.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. So, what advice would you give an up and coming streamer on how to earn their top badge?
Be consistent. Be consistent with what they doing. Love what they doing, and I mean try to keep a positive vibe. Like I say, you in control of your broadcast. A lot of stuff that happen, if you start allowed to happen. Another thing, a good advice I get is be careful with the people that you bounce up in your life,
Hmm.
because other people and their personal feelings about how they feel about other people will cause your broadcast not to be successful. Because
Right.
I mean, you got some people that like tag and hip hop, but then you got some people that's just coming for a good vibe that they just want to chill out in the live. Like
Right.
so, I mean, I think that makes a great streamer. Like I mean, to find a balance in it.
Yeah, because I can remember when they first came out with the bouncer, um, when they first started having bouncers, and it was crazy. It was a relief for the streamer because they didn't have to kick people out themselves. But then it just started becoming like certain ones.
Even with that, like the
Wi-Fi isn't set up on this device.
nobody talking
You
to
can
you.
find instructions in the help section of your Alexa
But
app.
like even with the
Wi-Fi isn't set up on this
even with the
device. You can
like the
find
red
instructions.
like the turn your name from blue to yellow. Like
Oh yeah.
everybody doesn't know what that means. Or
Right.
you might get somebody that come into your stream when you're a new person. That's Shamika. Like but you might get a new person that comes to your stream that doesn't understand the app. Or they might just want to catch a vibe. So like I done had plenty of like I used to have that type of mentality when I first got on the app. Like if you ain't coming in, you speaking, I'm blocking you, or you you get tagged paranoia. Like the
Right.
motherfuckers reporting my live, so like kick them out. But the thing of it is, some people just like to watch first. They
Right.
like to see the vibe. I got a thing that I do. I got a backup page that they ain't got no rings on there because automatically when they see a badge and they see the level rings, that they automatically like, oh, he finna drop a bag or they put on a fake persona. But how you gonna treat me when I'm blue in your live with no ring?
Right.
I done met a lot of people like that. I'll be in a live on a lurker page, and then I'll be talking to them, and they'll treat me like a person,
Hmm.
and then that's when I go back to their live on my regular page.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because
I I know that
I know
because
that.
for the simple fact when I have another page that I haven't used just because I've been so busy with this and other things. So you definitely be surprised now when I show up in someone's live and either I can remember when I first got the badge and the banner. I showed up in someone's live. They're like, "Ooh, you're here to make me famous?" It's like, no, I came just check you out, you know. So, um, yeah, I definitely know that feeling. But I like to come in and just kind of see the reg. If I stick, and then they say they don't know when I leave, so
Right.
I'll come in.
That that's like the dopest thing though. When a person still talks about you good and they don't know that you're there. Like I
Hmm.
seen Leah Lovely the other day on one of her broadcasts, and she was like she was still in her live, and they were talking good about it.
Hmm.
Or like I like the fact I like the fact that you will see some people that you'll go into their live and they'll still talk good about you, even though
Hmm.
they don't know you there. You might be on a lurker page.
Right, and
Right.
I've had
I've had
people tell me, "Yeah, we've heard a
people
lot
tell me,
about
yeah, we've heard a
you."
lot about you.
I was like, "Oh, really?" Um, so a lot of good things, and so I don't, really try to. I know what I do. I kind of, in my broadcast and like you said, create that good vibe. Um, so what growth as far as your content have you seen in your stream from beginning to now?
Actually having content, actually scheduling stuff, actually doing things in my life, planning stuff out. Because before, most of my stuff was just spontaneous. Like I get on live and just be there.
Right.
It wouldn't be most of the time. Like my live was basically like strictly music. Like,
Hmm.
I like the tunes. I like the music. I like the vibes. And people like it would be club truck money game. Because when I first got on the app, I came on the app with like 25 truck drivers that I had to stole from one of my Facebook groups.
Okay.
And like after a while, like we had put trucks everywhere. So like I say I'm an air freshener and fragrance distributor.
Hmm.
So what I would do is I feel like you pay where you go. I would go on somebody's live, I would throw a bag, and then I would write dieselfumes18.com. And that's my air freshener. But who gonna tell me no after I done dropped 7, 8,000 diamonds in their live? They gonna like go fave that guy, go check out his website
Right.
versus somebody that just comes in your broadcast and drops their website
Right. Yeah.
or tell you to fade them or come to their live.
Hmm.
Marketing, exactly.
Right. Exactly. Marketing.
And then I would go to everybody's live, like everybody that was the top badges live. I set a budget. If I put $800, I throw the whole 800 and just go down live to live. Now when I decided that I got serious about becoming a top streamer,
Hmm.
that's when I had 18 million diamonds before I got my badge. I was 5 months in, and I got my last 2,000 fades in a week, and got it on my first time I applied. It was like they were waiting on me. I started seeing all the admins and stuff coming in my live. They like, who this guy? And it was a great feeling once you get it. It was a sense of accomplishment.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. It was.
And I did all my shit while I was on the road as a truck driver. So like when I would stream, I would be at work. Like I would be in drove a 10-hour shift and still get on here and stream.
Good Lord.
Like people remember me being in the truck all the time.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. Driving 10 hours and then hop on here and be on for God knows, a few hours at least. So,
Yeah.
um, so what is your favorite quote?
My quote. What you mean quote?
Maybe it's a quote from someone else. Maybe not yours. Maybe you have a. Uh, I know someone
Oh,
said.
something that I live by is do what's necessary until you can do what you want.
Okay,
Simple and to the point.
exactly. I like that. I like that. Um, so, what do you think your best talent is?
Talking. I got the gift of gab. Talking to people. I'm a good salesperson too, but I guess that goes along with talking as well.
Right, right. To be able to either whether it's selling product or if it's selling yourself.
I
Um,
mean, I feel like, I mean, even with that, like, you are your own brand. Like
right,
you your own brand. Like you the first thing that you sell yourself first before anything.
right.
So I mean,
Exactly.
you gotta have positive outlooks on yourself, and what I'm saying, self image before you go out and sell anything. Because I mean, like, would you buy shoes from a person with busted down shoes, or like,
Right.
how can
Like, I can remember, hairstylists. They're trying to
and
promote
they hair
themselves,
not done?
and hair just jacked. Like you should be your own billboard, right?
Right.
So, so any out of the ordinary talents?
Not really. Not out of the ordinary.
Okay. And so, who is your hero or heroes, and why?
I would have to say my family. My family are my heroes because they I mean they got me here to the point that I'm at.
Right.
So like my mother's very strong. My daddy died when I was 16 years old. I mean she pulled me through that. I wasn't a bad kid, but I made some bad choices. So my mama got me through that. Like I was like when my dad died, I was gonna quit school.
Hmm.
My mama wasn't having that shit. Like she literally went. I mean, it was crazy. I'd have cried about it, but like one day, and we talk about it, we can laugh about it now, but that day it wasn't funny. But I told her I
Right.
wasn't gonna go to school, and I was, what I'm saying, I'm actually 6'7", and I always been a big dude.
Oh
But
wow.
like that day, I told my mom I wasn't gonna go to school, and she was like, "All right." So she closed the door, and I'm thinking she's leaving. Next thing I know, she kicks the fucking door down like Rambo and whoops my ass. I mean, I was putting on everybody book bag in the house, trying to get out the door. I mean, but that's just memorable, and she's always been a strong woman, and my aunts are like that, and my family they real supportive. As far as me just becoming successful. Like I got a lot of people. I mean, even the family that I made on here. But I mean, sometimes the family that you have ain't always the family that you were born into.
Right.
Right. But yeah, that's it.
It's definitely good to have that support, whether it be like your blood family or even if you have a group
Yeah,
or a family on here that you know when things are a certain way that you can lean on them. So,
yeah. Any
but
more questions? It's been
that's
fun, man.
no, that was it. That was it. Hey, I definitely appreciate. Um, hey, she's trying to tell you you're the king. Awesome. Well, hey, these
Anybody else
like,
got any questions they want to know?
does anybody in the to give people the opportunity if they have any questions for Diesel, you can ask those questions now. We'll take a few minutes. Definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day and stream and things like that. You guys
Well,
like
bro, I appreciate the opportunity, man. I've been trying to get on schedule with this streaming, man, because that's one thing. My streaming be random, but I want to work. I grow, you grow. You never stop learning.
right?
So that's a good thing. But I appreciate the opportunity, man. Y'all have a good night. I mean, hey, y'all tune in next week for Tag It.
Right. Appreciate it, bro. Salute.